The world is evolving and how the world is changing around us, and how that demands a different type of school that covers a different type of topics and subjects. Let me begin from the end, which is our school is changing name from IE School of International Relations. We're becoming IE School of Global and Public Affairs, and this is a very exciting time for us, and I'm very happy to be here and to be able to share with you the reasons behind this change and where the school is headed in the next few years. And we're changing name fundamentally because of three things. The first is the velocity of change of the world, and what we see over the last 150, 200 years is a very rapid acceleration of that change. We live in an exponentially changing society fundamentally because of technological change and its impact on health and demography, on work, on privacy, on how news are generated and consumed within our societies. That velocity poses a major challenge to our societies and to us individually, and it forces us to think about that change and how to govern it better. We want to be the school where that is studied, so emerging technologies are present in our curriculum. We've just created a center called the Center for the Governance of Change at IE that actually has research programs and activities, all of which are centered around emerging technologies and their impact on our society and on us individually. The second trend is complexity. So we see that the world now faces growingly complex challenges, and these challenges require a very interdisciplinary approach to be tackled. For us, the school's footprint, intellectual footprint, has to increase if we want to be able to train the next generation of leaders that are capable of addressing these challenges. So what you're going to see in the next few weeks and months is new degrees launched from the school at both the undergraduate and the graduate level. So at the graduate level, we just signed a very strong partnership with the UN Staff College to launch a Master's in International Development with a very clear focus on the 2030 Agenda and the Sustainable Development Goals. At the undergraduate level, we're working on a Bachelor's in Economics that will integrate all of these topics about technology, innovation, the world of tomorrow, data and analytics. So that's where the school is headed intellectually and as an academic institution. The third factor that is driving our thinking and we think change in the world is a growing interdependence. The distinction between the global and the local is less relevant than it was 20, 30 years ago. What is global is now local, and what is local is global. So, that level of interdependence forces us to look at domestic drivers as well. So we need political science and politics and public policy dimension to be brought into a school like ours. We've just launched, for example, an initiative called the Transatlantic Relations Initiative in partnership with Harvard, with the Belfer Center at the Kennedy School of Government, that looks particularly at the Atlantic space, precisely because we think that we belong to that space, and what's transatlantic ends up having an enormous impact on our lives. So these three factors are driving our thinking. We are now very excited and convinced that with this new name and focus, the school will do a much better job at training the next generation of global leaders capable of tackling the velocity of change of our societies, complexity, and the interdependence that we see. Thank you for coming with us on this intellectual adventure that IE School of Global and Public Affairs is. Thank you very much.